My neighbor kept reporting my car, so I changed nothing. The first ticket appeared on my windshield 3 weeks after I moved in. Parked facing the wrong direction. $65 fine. I didn't even know that was a law. The second ticket came 4 days later. Parked more than 18 inches from the curb. Another $65. I measured it myself. I was at 14 inches. The third ticket showed up the following Monday. Expired registration. Except my registration wasn't expired. It was valid for another 8 months. I fought that one and won, but I lost 4 hours at the DMV proving it. That's when I noticed my neighbor Denise watching from her porch. She had her phone out, taking photos of my car. I waved at her. She didn't wave back. The next morning, I found a note on my door. Your vehicle is an eyesore to this community. Please consider parking elsewhere or upgrading to something more appropriate for the neighborhood. My car was a 2019 Honda Accord. Gray, clean, nothing special, but nothing wrong with it either. I knocked on Denise's door that evening. Hi, I'm Drew from next door. I think there's been some misunderstanding about my car. She looked me up and down. There's no misunderstanding. Your car doesn't belong here. It's a Honda. It's not a junker. She crossed her arms. This is a nice neighborhood. We have standards. I walked away confused, but the tickets kept coming. Parked too close to a fire hydrant. There was no fire hydrant within 200 feet. Blocking a driveway. My own driveway. Abandoned vehicle. I drove it to work every single day. Every ticket was bogus. Every ticket cost me time to fight. And every time I looked outside, Denise was there with her phone. I started documenting everything. Time-stamped photos of my car, videos of me parking correctly, screenshots of my valid registration and insurance. Then I did something else. I started researching Denise. Not in a creepy way. I just paid attention. I noticed her husband left for work at 6:15 every morning. I noticed she had a dog that barked constantly. I noticed her trash can stayed on the curb until Wednesday every week, even though pickup was Monday. And I noticed her car, a white Mercedes SUV, always parked in the same spot, always pristine. I started taking photos of her car too, every single day, from every angle. At first, I didn't know why. I just wanted evidence of her hypocrisy. Her car wasn't any better than mine. It was just more expensive. But then I noticed something interesting. Her registration sticker, it was expired by 3 months. I didn't report it. Not yet. I kept watching, kept documenting. Her car had a small crack in the windshield. In our state, that's a fix-it ticket. I didn't report it. She parked facing the wrong direction sometimes, just like the ticket she'd reported me for. I didn't report it. Her dog barked after 10 p.m. almost every night. Noise ordinance violation. I didn't report it. Her trash can stayed out 48 hours past the allowed time. HOA violation. I didn't report it. I waited 3 months, compiled everything into a neat folder. Dates, times, photos, videos. Then Denise reported me again. This time she claimed my car was leaking oil and damaging the street. The city inspector showed up, found nothing, but while he was there, I walked outside with my folder. Hey, since you're here, I said casually, I've noticed some other violations in the neighborhood. I'm not the complaining type, but I figured you should know. I handed him the folder. His eyebrows went up as he flipped through it. This is very thorough. I try to be a good neighbor. He looked at Denise's house, then at her Mercedes with the expired registration and cracked windshield. I'll look into this. Over the next 2 weeks, Denise received 11 violations. Expired registration, cracked windshield, noise complaints for her dog, HOA fines for her trash cans, a citation for her overgrown hedges blocking the sidewalk. The fines totaled over $800. She came to my door absolutely furious. You did this. I have no idea what you're talking about. You reported me. After everything I did to help maintain this neighborhood, I leaned against my doorframe. Denise, I didn't report anything. I just provided documentation when an inspector happened to be in the area. An inspector you called. Her face went red. You know what's funny? I continued. I had that folder for 3 months. I was never going to use it. I'm not the complaining type. She stared at me. But you kept pushing. You kept filing false reports. You kept wasting my time and money. So when the opportunity presented itself, I simply stopped protecting you from yourself. She opened her mouth to say something. I closed my door. The reports about my car stopped completely after that. Denise doesn't even look at me anymore. My Honda is still parked in the same spot. Still gray, still clean, still absolutely appropriate for the neighborhood. And Denise's Mercedes? She sold it last month. Guess she couldn't afford the maintenance anymore.